All right, what's up, everybody? Another edition of Arch Rivals. Boy Corey Parson, the fantasy exec. My man Blaze in the building. Before we
Double
get into
R.
it today, double R, Blaze, whatever.
Double R. Play,
Before
you
we get
know.
into it, I want to thank everybody for hitting that subscribe button. Thank everybody
Mm-hmm.
for the likes. Continue to do that. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll continue to be here to bring you the best possible content we can. Today, we are making
Mm-hmm.
picks in the National Football Conference. 4 division winners, 3 wild card teams, and Blaze at the end of the season. We're going to tally these up, and then you're going to owe me some bread.
Never, never, never. Because you're going to be shocked. This week, you will be shocked. Because I know you just, because, I know you got big expectations for your team, but not me.
All right, well, we'll see what happens. But before we get into it, a dude that used to play for America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, running back Ezekiel Elliott, multiple-time All-Pro running back Ezekiel Elliott, let go by the Cowboys in the offseason. He signs with his new team, the New England Patriots. Yo, Blaze, we've seen like LeGarrette Blount, Corey Dillon, older backs go to New England and succeed, but Ezekiel Elliott is washed up, son.
You really think he's washed up? Because I don't. Is he an every down back? No. But washed up? Wow.
Blaze, he runs
I don't
slow.
think so.
He runs slow. He take a long time to get in shape. He's the type of dude that got like Shaq. He got to play himself into shape. He looks slow. He's durable, and he can score touchdowns. He's a good short yardage goal line back, and he's excellent in pass protection. But as far as running the ball, I'm not tripping off of that.
Well, every down back. I mean, obviously not every down back. That's why it took so long for him to get signed by somebody. And who else to sign him but the good old Bill Belichick? Bill Belichick, they'll use him. They'll use him correctly, And as we all know, we also know too, if Zeke's not performing, look, he gonna be on the chopping block again. So actually, you know my disdain for the Cowboys, but I kind of like Zeke, man. Like I actually kind of want to see him, do pretty well. Like I don't want to see him get cut during the middle of the year. Like Zeke used to give the skins fits, absolutely, like horror nightmares. But yeah, I'm actually rooting for Zeke a little bit now because he's not a Cowboy anymore, so he's just a running back. So yeah, but nah, man. Like I said, let's see. But go ahead.
You talking about Zeke? Go ahead and finish up on Zeke.
No. I was just saying. Obviously, his good years are behind him. I don't know, man. I think Zeke might shock some people. I think Zeke might shock some people.
You know how Bill Belichick do. You know what I'm saying? He get in there and he turned back the hands of time, and this dude was 1100-yard rusher. You know what I'm saying? And
it's definitely Stevenson's. It's definitely Stevenson's job. He's definitely gonna get the workload. So, like I said, we'll see.
Ramondre will be the man. It's like this, it's like DeMarcus Ware. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You leave Dallas and you go someplace and you succeed. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Win a ring. Yep. Sure does.
Oh, wait. Yeah, he did win one with the Broncos. DeMarcus Ware.
Absolutely, he sure did.
With the Broncos. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, with the Broncos.
When he got out of Dallas. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And he sure
Dalvin
did.
Cook is out of Minnesota. New York Jets bring in Dalvin Cook. Hey, the Jets built a super team. Aaron Rodgers gives them back some money. They go get Dalvin Cook. The Dalvin Cook was a dude that I thought the Commanders should have targeted. You know what I'm saying? Running back that can catch the football like that would have been a nice piece for a young quarterback. But to the victor goes and spoils. New York Jets bring in Dalvin Cook. How you think this Cook fit is with the Jets?
Absolutely perfect. Perfect. 13. Let me see. He's been in the league 6 years. 1,300 attempts. As far as carries, 4.7 yards a carry, 221 catches. The thing that lights the board up for me with him is 8.7 yards per catch.
Yes, that's important.
Per pass.
That's almost a first down.
8.7 yard, absolutely, bro. So he's not he ain't just like little dink and dunking like last option. You know what I'm saying? Quarterback get in trouble, right? whoa.
6 yards a catch. Son career is declining. Nobody's talking about it, but his career is declining. That's why the Giants, they want to give him that money.
It may be. I mean, he's not durable. I mean, so we do know that much. He's not durable. So you may be on to something there. But Dalvin Cook with the Jets.
Yes.
Wow, capital W. You know what I'm saying? All he has to do is just not mess it up. Now, could we be moving into something now where we stack okay, Tampa Bay, they stacked the deck 3 years ago. They won it all. Is this the tables turning now where these stacked deck teams actually win? The Rams, the same thing. When they got absolutely times have changed, bro. Just like the running back position now. Times have changed. I think you and I alluded to this last week when we were talking about Joe Theismann and Troy Aikman. Their numbers aren't really great because they're even though they're in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, because it was a running league then.
Game.
When those guys played. And wide receivers were the same way the running backs are now. Underpaid, undervalued, except for Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice, Michael Irvin, those guys, top guy, Andre Reed, those guys got pretty decent contracts. But yeah, man, to place him in there with Rodgers, just imagine play action. Oh my goodness.
I was thinking about the same thing, right? How Brady went to the Bucs, they stacked the deck, they got it done.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Stafford went to the Rams, they stacked the deck
Mm-hmm.
and got it done. The difference is that's the NFC. See, in the AFC, you still got that monster with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's very true. That's very true. That's very true. But I mean, that division, the AFC East, that division alone. You know what I'm saying? I think Miami's defense is going to be. I think Miami's defense is going to be pretty good. I do. I believe that.
We'll discuss the AFC in the next show. Let's get ready to hop into the NFC. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to name our 4 division champions and our 3 wild card teams. We don't got to get into it and break it all down and go all the way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
No, we can or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So let's start with the NFC North. This division, basically, for the better part of the decade, been owned by Aaron Rodgers. He's gone. Minnesota wins it last season. I'm on the record. The Vikings are fugazi. They won't win it again this year. For my first division champion in the NFC, I'm going with the NFC North's Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers. This is the part where you got to talk.
Well, I know. I'm just trying to process what you said. I know I have to talk. I'm going to talk. Absolutely not. Detroit Lions. I know you don't believe in them.
You buying the hype.
I know you don't like Dan Campbell. I get that. You're always going with your heart all the time instead of your head. All the time. I like Detroit to win the division. I'm definitely in agreement with you as far as Green Bay. I'm sorry, Minnesota. Fugazi. You already know how I feel about Kirk Cousins. So, no, he's not.
Like
you know that.
You like that?
You know that.
That's your man.
I was so mad when
behind you. Your man. He wore that logo. He took up all of that money.
I wasn't a fan. I hated when he did that dumbass you like that. I hated that. I'm like, what a cornball. You know what I'm saying? But I like Detroit. I'm going with Detroit, CP. Going with Detroit.
All right, so you got the Lions. I am on the Green Bay Packers to return. Let's go to the NFC West. So this is the Seahawks, the Niners, obviously the best team in this division last year, one of the best teams in the NFC. You got Arizona, who stinks, bringing up the rear, and the Rams, they got to pay them taxes after they bought that Super Bowl. But before we get into this, right, are you a Trey Lance guy?
No, absolutely not. He's horrible. I haven't really seen much of him. I just him. I know, man. I saw something yesterday. Hey, Sean, I saw something yesterday. It was sort of a meme, but it wasn't. It said, just think, the San Francisco 49ers picked Trey Lance, and they named all the players that were drafted behind him. Michael Parsons. Oh man, I wish I had that list. But it was crazy. I'm like, I remember leading up to the draft. I'm like, who is this guy? Who is this kid? I did a little research on him before the draft, and I guess I was right, because I didn't Like the numbers
He
didn't
might
jump
get
off the
he
board
might
for
get
me.
cut. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
came
and
from a
plus, man,
small
Shanahan.
Yeah.
And Shanahan got this reputation. They think he's just this offensive guru. He can just make everything happen. Nah, bro, you're not Bill Walsh. You're not Bill Walsh, and you're not your dad. So
he can't make
we'll
Trey
see.
Lance happen, but he
You
can
got
make Brock Purdy happen. But even with that being said,
Tyler Heineke 2.0.
I'm going with Pete Carroll and his Seattle Seahawks to win this division. Like the way they bounced back last season. I love the way Geno Smith played. That wide receiver group with Lockett, Metcalf. They got the young boy from Ohio State, Jackson Smith and Jig. But the defense is still a bit of a liability. But give me the Seahawks to outlast the 49ers and win the division.
I'm with you on that. I think the 49ers take a step back. The loss of DeMeco Ryans, defensive coordinator. Now I know coaches don't play, but he always had his players in the right position to make plays on defense. Like I said, we'll see. I just think they take a step back. They got enough tape on Purdy now. The final. I've already told you my position on him. Taylor Heineke 2.0, maybe about 10% better than Taylor Heineke. I'm just saying, man. Show me, bro. Show me. Because you know me.
Championship game. But here's the thing. Nobody talks about this. The Niners their quarterbacks always get hurt. That's not like a coincidence. That's the offensive line. You know what I'm saying? Nobody mentions that they got Garoppolo hurt, they got Lance hurt, and they got Purdy hurt.
Purdy didn't really have a great game against the Cowboys in the playoffs. He was okay. He was efficient. He did enough not to lose it, but he wasn't spectacular in the playoffs. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. The playoffs, everything starts to come together. The field shrinks and everything. During the regular season, enough tape on him now. I don't care how much of a guru they say Kyle Shanahan is. It's enough tape on Purdy, but we'll see. I think they take a step back. I'm going Seattle as well.
All right, let's get to the South. Last year, division barely won by Tampa Bay. Tom Brady gone. What's your man Baker Mayfield starter there now?
That's my man, huh?
You got the Saints. You got the Saints with Derek Carr, even though I think Jameis should be the guy out there. And then obviously the Panthers with Bryce Young, the Falcons with Ritter. A lot of young teams, no big quarterback. I guess you can say the best quarterback, the most proven quarterback in the league is the Saints. The Saints are the favorite to win the division at plus 120, 115 range. I don't like the Saints head coach. I think Dennis Allen is a fraud. I think he'll get fired after this season. Now, I've been saying how much I like Carolina and I like the Panthers, and I'm going to stick with the Panthers. But Frank Wright scared me the way he was letting the quarterback get hit like that in the preseason. He's got to do a better job with his protections, or else they're going to get this kid hurt.
That's your man, son. Bryce Young. I know you
are,
because Bryce Young, I know. So we talked about this.
Yes.
And I told you I'm not a believer. Show me. I don't.
Show you in Alabama?
Listen, man. In Alabama. Yes, in Alabama. In Alabama.
The pros. It's not like they was playing Coastal Carolina.
Show me in the NFL. I'm not a believer. He just going to have to show me. Listen, nothing against Alabama. Nothing against Bryce Young personally. I just, man. I just got a thing, man, with these 5'10" quarterbacks, man. We'll see, man. We'll see. Like I said, and one thing I noticed about him, he didn't like to take off and run a lot at Alabama, even when it was there. He would always try to keep the play alive, with his feet. But this ain't Alabama. This ain't the SEC you playing against, bro. This ain't the SEC. You need to take off and run when the opportunity presents itself. Just be smart and just run out of bounds and slide. That's all. But I noticed, man, he had plenty of opportunities the last 2 years of Alabama, just take off and run. I don't know, maybe, he can run, He's a decent runner.
He's not Anthony Richardson, you know what I'm
saying?
No,
he's not Anthony Richardson, but he can run.
He won the Texas game for them last year. He ran
the
Texas game and picked up some big first downs in that
sure
game.
Did.
But you're right, outside of that, he does not run.
He doesn't really run, and that's fine. Like I said, we'll see. Maybe his game will change. I'm going with New Orleans. Definitely. David Carr. Bounce back. Got a lot to prove. You know how I feel about dudes that got a lot to prove. And New Orleans defense has been absolutely solid the last 3 years. Come on, CP. That defense pretty good, man. They stifle teams.
I worry about their coach. In Listen, I can see why you would say the Saints. They got a good defense. They do got talent. If your man Mike Thomas ever decide to play for them again, he's going to be good. But and then they got your man Chris Olave. So they got some pieces. They got your man in the middle, Cam. You know what I'm saying? Cam. But I worry about the head coach. But there's no reason why the Saints can't win this division.
Sure, absolutely. That's my pick. That's my pick. Definitely going to New Orleans.
We got the North. All right, so far, okay. We good to go there. You got Saints.
Here we go.
And now we go to the NFC East.
That's for last.
Was a nail biter last year, going down to the wire. The last couple games of the season before they can decide who the winner was.
Please.
Before they can decide who the winner was. Last year, the Philadelphia Eagles and MVP candidate Jalen Hurts won the NFC East, but they took 3 teams to the playoffs. Dallas, and of course the Giants win as well. Commanders did well. Kayvon Thibodeau blew up that game. It was a horrible call in that game. Allowed the Giants to win that game and help boost them to the playoffs.
Terrible.
With that being said, I got to go with the team with the best defense in the division and probably the NFL. I say the Dallas Cowboys win the division this year. Jalen Hurts loses his offensive coordinator. The team loses his defensive coordinator. I understand they're coaches, but you just don't replace coaches like that.
True. No, I feel you on that.
Listen, I could say people got more of a book on Hurts, but I'm not going to sleep on Hurts. Hurts has proved to me that he is the real deal, but the Dallas Cowboys are at least a game better than Philadelphia this year.
I'm going with Philly to win the division. I'm going with the Cowboys to take a step back. Cowboys will take a step. 3 teams will come out of that division again. It'll be Philly, Cowboys, and Washington. I like the Washington Skins this year. I do. I think Sam Howell, I think he's definitely an NFL quarterback. You know, I think he'll get it done. I just do, man. I like our defense. The jury is out on sorry, brain fart. What's that overrated defensive end? My brain just went. Chase Young. Not a believer.
Run past the quarterback. The edge rusher who was always behind.
Always. And he does everything for the Jumbotron. Everything. No matter what he does, if he's getting the team fired up, he got to look up at the Jumbotron to see. I just think that Trey Young.
Ray Lewis. That's a Ray Lewis.
You think
Ray fakes like that. Ray's a Jumbotron watcher. Ray finds the cameras. Son. You know he does.
Okay, yeah, I get you. And so does Chase Young. I'm telling you. And so does he. Everything he does, even when he's not playing and he's on the sideline, like when he's trying to get players fired up, he's always got to take a look at the Jumbotron. I just think Trey Young. I think Chase Young will be good. I just think that he belongs on another team. He's doing too much to try to impress the home team. And I think he, instead of just concentrating on football, I've said that. I hate to see him go because I think he'll go to another team and perform. But I'm going with Washington for my wild card. So basically, I got the Eagles as the number 1 seed. I got Seahawks, Detroit, New Orleans, Cowboys, Washington, and 49. I think 49ers take a big step back. I got the 49ers over the Seahawks in the wild card, Washington over Detroit, Cowboys over New Orleans. The next divisional round, I have the Eagles over Washington, and 49ers, they haunt you guys to beat the Cowboys again in an upset to only get destroyed by the Eagles again in the NFC Championship. Right, write it down, screenshot it, do whatever you want to do. Record it. Yeah.
I agree. I think that the wild card teams in the NFC are going to be the San Francisco 49ers will get a wild card spot in the NFC. I think the Philadelphia Eagles get an NFC wild card spot. The Philadelphia Eagles will be the 5. I don't know what's so funny. The Eagles will be the 5 seed. The Niners will be the 6 seed. I like the Commanders to be the 7th seed. And I think when you hit on it, it's the interior of that defensive line. It's the Ron Payne, John Allen. They're good in the trenches, right? I think this kid Dotson's going to step up this year. We know what Scary Terry is. Your man Emmanuel Forbes looks like he's going to be a player. ball hawk. I like how he was out there mixing it up in the practice versus the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? He didn't let the Ravens punk him. And then so that felt good about. Listen, you should feel good about that. But and here's the Sam Howell thing, right? This son was a Heisman Trophy candidate coming into the 21 season. North Carolina opened up on the road in Blacksburg, and that's a tough spot right there. Virginia Tech beat them up, and then they forgot about Howell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody talked about him no more after that one loss. But now
that's college football. That's college football for you, though. That's college football. Yeah, you know that, especially when it comes to the Heisman race.
But yeah, especially. But that was a road game on a Friday night in Blacksburg, Virginia. That's a tough environment right there. With that being said, I think they get it done. Now, I got the number 1 seed in the NFC this year will be America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. Number 1 seed. Dallas is the number 1 seed. They get the bye. The number 2 seed will be the Seattle Seahawks. You know what I'm saying? The number 3 seed will be we got Dallas, Seattle. The Packers will be the 3 seed. The 4 seed will be Carolina. Obviously, Carolina and Philadelphia. Philadelphia is going to smash them. The Packers will end up going up against who's that 6 seed? So the Packers will face. Wait a minute, who did I say the 6 seed was? The Niners. The Niners. They
and then Washington was the 7.
And Washington and the Commanders will go to Seattle. The Commanders' season will end in Seattle. Seattle will advance. The Packers and the Niners, classic NFC playoff battles like they already have. Niners a little bit too much experience for the young Packer team. Niners advance, and obviously Philadelphia, right? Philadelphia is the 6th seed. Philadelphia would be. So we got Philadelphia. We got, just like you, San Francisco coming to Dallas, and then I got Philadelphia going to Green Bay. Dallas wins. Philadelphia wins. Dallas wins the NFC Championship game for the first time in 29 years. And Dak Prescott leads the Dallas Cowboys to the Super Bowl, my man.
How did I know? Man, when you pick this topic, I kind of laughed at
too hard. We need some time to prepare for the AFC. So
no. Listen, no. I get that. I'm just saying, when you pick this topic, I said, I know this dude. Because, I mean, you truly believe this is going to be their year like you have the last, who knows?
I'm not a dude. I'm not a this is the year dude, right? But I'm looking at this defense, and I'm like, I think we could back-to-back 12-5 seasons. You get that jackass Kellen Moore out of there. Why not, son? I gave the Commanders props. They're an up-and-coming team. You're going to need a new head coach soon, though.
We don't really need your props. You said Cowboys 12-5 again this year?
They'll win 13-14 this year.
Oh, gracious. Okay.
Will Washington win 10?
Yeah.
Washington win 10.
So you got the Cowboys going either 13-4 or 14-3. Wow. Okay. Definitely have. I will not shred this piece of paper. Usually I shred my paper, like I put it in the shredder, but yeah, I'll make sure I
hold on to that one because I'm gonna hold on to this one right here too, because I noticed you got Washington beating Detroit in the playoffs.
No question. No, write it down.
But the last time Washington won the playoff game, it was against Detroit, right?
Listen, man. No,
that was against Detroit.
It was against Tampa Bay. Against Tampa.
They beat Detroit.
We beat John Gruden. No, we beat John Gruden's team.
And then you went to Detroit.
No. We beat Tampa Bay when Joe Gibbs was there. We went to Seattle and lost the very next game.
Okay.
Remember? Because Carlos Rogers, if he catches that interception and walk in, we win. Remember Carlos Rogers, bad hands Rogers?
I feel like I remember I was in DC and y'all didn't play I thought y'all played the Lions.
We didn't win. We didn't win.
Okay.
Which one? Against Green Bay?
Against Detroit.
No, we lost to Green Bay when we had Kirk Cousins in the first round. Green Bay
years ago though.
Yeah, but that was North Turner We've won since then. Yeah, that's when we had Brad Johnson. That's when we had Brad Johnson.
Yes, yeah, I thought that was the last playoff win. So there's been a playoff win since then. Okay.
Right, yeah. We beat Tampa Bay. Yeah, we beat Tampa Bay. Mike All-Star and the guys. Man, please. Boy, don't worry about it. 13-4, 14-3. Got you.
We'll get into it. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens. All right, Blaze, it's time to get up out of here, though. But listen, everybody, thanks for the support so far. Thank you for showing love to the homies. We'll continue to come here and do the best job that we can. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button, because ultimately
share and like.
Yes, and that's how me and Blaze become your rich friends. Hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? For my man Blaze, Corey Paulson, the fantasy executive. We out.